Hey yo, I'm back with more episodes. This is Learn from Your Mistakes, part 15. And what I would like to say is, man, what I have learned, like what I was saying about the female that was trying to bring more problems in my life, she invited me over. She wanted me to spend the night. But as I was staying there, I was having her family members double team me like I'm the bad guy. Like each time when I was going to work, they was talking against me, talking behind my back, talking about what I need to do for her. Anytime, what I'm saying, I'm mad about her, jumping in and out of the cars with those two guys that she left out with. But that's on another video. Y'all gotta check that out. So they feel like they had a problem with it. They were like, well, he shouldn't care about what you're doing. But see, one thing I learned that anytime that you're dealing with a woman that's lost and confused, don't know anything about life, and let me remind you, I took her as she is, and I didn't even know the girl was slow, and she got a special ed diploma, and she was kind of retarded and slow, and she ain't know too much. Man, they took advantage of us. Like I said, the stepmom was trying to goddamn pimp her out for her own beneficial gain. And then, the stepdaughter is stealing from the mom too. So it was just a toxic ass environment. I learned a lot by, just sit back observing a lot of things. So the daughter was just talking behind my back and playing on both sides and talking to me about the stepmom, talk about how rotten she is and all this other bullshit, how nobody don't like her and all this other crazy shit. So it's like just a bunch of two-faced, toxic ass shit. And whenever you dealing with a woman like that, cut her off. Don't sit around and try to, fix things and help her out with her problems. And that's what I did. That's why I went wrong at. I felt sorry for her because I knew her situation and how people was taking advantage of her. But I ended up seeing that she turned on me. She making me look like the bad guy because I wasn't buying her anything. Like you done like when I first met you, you basically started an argument so you can run off in the streets with two guys that pick you up at your house. And you expect for me to be cool with that? And what I made a mistake on is staying around too long. Cause usually I don't do that. The first chance a woman disrespect me or get smart with me, I'm cutting her off. I would have cut her off way before she even got picked up by one of those guys. I would say, oh, okay, well, you don't want me here, well, I'll leave. I've been leaving that same day. And that's why I regret. So I got to live with that, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that, been bothering me because I know I make smarter decisions like that. But I learned from my mistakes. I'll never do that again. I'm going back to my old ways, but even smarter and better. I'm not putting up with nobody bullshit. And so when I stayed gone, I was like, you know what? She not making up for what she want making up for her doing evil shit towards me. And I never cheated on her. I just went to work back and forth. But I wasn't giving her no money because I was like, she ain't even making up for this shit. She got to earn this shit. She was lucky I was giving her a chance. I'm not this shallow guy that looked down on a female because of their situation and how she looked. And she was fat. She wasn't all that attractive like all the other females I done dated in my past life. Like she don't know, man. Like I got a Dominican female that I used to deal with. She was about to buy me a 745 BMW. I had a white chick, you know what I'm saying, that, gave me money, spoiled me, treated me like a king. You know what I'm saying? And these two women wasn't from Atlanta. One was from New York and the other one was from California. And another thing I have learned, don't do no relationships or try to be friends or, be in a relationship with an Atlanta female, with an Atlanta, Georgia female. Because most of them been ran through. Most of them got mental health issues. Most of them got a bunch of kids. Most of them got issues and problems and all this other stuff. And most of them bisexual. And some of them don't even like men. The only time they talk to men is if they trying to use them for their finance. So it's a bunch of burnt out, bitter, dirty women that try to look for a weak man that got low self-esteem, and which I did have low self-esteem at the time because of what I was going through, family problems and everything else, and she took advantage of that. So I learned from never tell a woman all your business, your personal problem, because these women nowadays, they can't be your friend. They don't know how to be your friend. They only worry about their own issues. They selfish. You know, I try to be there for her problem, but when I started peeping out how selfish she was, I fall back. So I stopped going over there. I started spending the night at my partner's house and shit. She like, oh, you ain't gonna have nowhere to go with. You gonna be sleeping on the street. I was like, shot, I got somewhere to go. I'm staying at my homeboys. Staying in my partner house, which, you know what I'm saying, I ain't want to stay with them too long. I left rough around them because I wanted to be by myself because I was just thinking about all the toxic crap that was going on. So she blowing up my phone, crying, sending messages. I'm deleting it. And then I finally got tired of the shit and stopped answering it. So the very last time when she sent me a text message, I don't know where my phone stopped working. After all the crying and calling me daddy and all this other stuff, I was like, man, don't call me daddy. Don't call me something that you was calling somebody else. The only reason why she had me around just to get her mind off all the other guys that played her and the guys that she really wanted to be with. I asked her a question, why you not with one of the other guys? The first guy that she jumped in the car with told us, oh, he got a baby mama. Well, that's the type of lifestyle you need. You're a ratchet female. And like I said, I really don't even date, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta females. The only females I dated in my hood, and I can count on my fingers, and it wasn't too many. Because I don't like dealing with people from my same neighborhood because it causes drama, causes confusion. And I'm not going to be with any female because I don't have time. I'm going to stay single. I don't have time for a guy bragging about how he done slept with my girlfriend just to boost his self-esteem up. And most of these females are so dumb and retarded, they'll give another man the power and to the status to make him look good over you. And you supposed to be the ride or die nigga for her. You supposed to be the guy that love her. But she'll sit back and make this no good nigga that's playing all these other women and that's just hitting her just because, oh, she's the less option. She's easier to get. Cause he know he gotta do too much to get the bad bitches. He got to do too much. He got to spend too much money. So he'll go after the easiest female or the female that got low self-esteem or a female that's not all that attractive like that. That's how guys is. And I tried to explain it to her slow ass, but she felt all confident. And her head started getting big because she started getting attention from different guys and they was offering her money. Like, shawty, number one, any female can do that. Whether they ugly, fat, skinny, thick, bad bitches, ugly bitches, any female can do that because the shortage of pussy. You know what I'm saying? Most guys are getting desperate because it's a lot of bad bitches. I ain't going for that shit. And then this bitch, you know, she fucked for a cheeseburger and a Hennessy bottle. So you know a nigga gonna love that. Nigga gonna love that. He be like, oh, I'm finna hit her up. Like, she easy to fuck on. I got me some easy action whenever I'm bored and I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna call this fat bitch up. He'll lie to her, call her, say, oh, you a cute big girl and all that. That's what niggas say. And after they finish digging in your guts and shit and won't wearing your pussy out to the point where, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got no walls and you can't, you know, be satisfying another guy, it's your fault. It's your fault that you ain't got no walls. And this bitch gonna have a nerve to talk some, calling my phone, talking some little dick, and all this other shit, playing these little kitty games. Like, bitch, you supposed to be goddamn a grown adult. You act like a fucking kid. I mean, she had an 8-year-old mind. I expected that. So I got tired of her. I didn't know where the phone stopped working. That was God. God made that phone stop working so she won't contact me and I won't be thinking and looking at what she's saying on my messages. So he allowed that to happen. I ain't been, you know, hearing from her for a whole year, but every now and then I start popping up seeing her and shit. So God confirmed that this is why you should never been with her. Cause she gonna go back doing the same thing that she been doing before she met you. So I learned my lesson out of that, not to deal with toxic ass people. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to use me. And her stepmom was trying to finesse me anyway, calling me son-in-law, but then she wait for calling me son-in-law to get mad because I wasn't giving her no weed and giving her no money like that. So she turned on me. So people show their true colors. I put people to the test. That's all you got to do. When you learn and study people, you'll learn to put them to the test more and see what they really talking about. See if they really fucking with you. And that's all I really got to say about that, man. Be mindful for who you mess with, man. Don't give these women the power to get big-headed and arrogant just because they feel like they can get some dick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at it like, I never had that problem with no woman talking about my sex game because, you know, that I see that's the deception of these women. Women will deceive you at your lowest point and you will actually believe what she's saying because you got low self-esteem. You feeling bad about yourself because of your situation and what you're going through, your finance problem. But I woke up after I cut her off. I said to myself, and I'm finna cut this video off. I said to myself, you know what? The devil is a liar. After all the women I done deal with, all of them was pleased. They gave me money. They spoiled me. They did way more than this no good bird brain female done ever did for me. So I was like, this ain't nothing but the devil. The devil sent her to try to destroy my self-esteem. And all I got to say about this, stay mindful for who you dealing with. Wherever you go through, don't let your self-esteem allow you to bring anybody in your life. And I'm signing out. That's all I got to say about that, man. Shout out to Midtown also.